I'm single because I have 5 kids.
I know I have a kid. I don't need you to tell me that I have a kid.
Half the time I want to shoot myself in the face, but I can't shoot myself in the face because I have a child.
I don't know why you said that, but I didn't sleep last night and I'm really... Be quiet!
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom. You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's here or not. But now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
There's a reason why Brandon Jamal's video has surpassed the 1 million view mark, and it's not just the catchy beat. For the past decade, mainstream media has relentlessly pushed the single motherhood narrative, portraying it as a virtuous path.
The legislation
they argue that simply having children makes one a saint, while casting men as the villains, tainted by some invisible flaw. Every show and movie seems to follow the same tired archetype: the absent father who leaves for a quick trip and never returns, leaving behind a grainy, dramatic shot of a door closing. Sure, these scenarios do happen, but to suggest they represent the majority is pure propaganda. This narrative is so ingrained that even reasonable people accept it as fact until faced with contrary evidence. The result? The stats get ignored, and anyone who speaks out against this narrative gets silenced. It's a daily occurrence to see women celebrated for their lack of self-control, all while the true picture gets lost in the shuffle.
Who the hell sends pictures of your kids to your ex about a car?
Because he was there for me when your ass was in Arizona.
Well, if you'd stop laying on your back for other guys, maybe I wouldn't have to leave.
I don't.
She told me on my birthday that she wanted me to come home. And I asked her, I said, well, if you want me to come home, you're gonna be honest with me. And she tells me that same day that she 6 different guys in a 2-month period. 2 months.
Is that true?
Yes, and I was honest with him.
It's true. Okay. Carrie, what's making you emotional?
Pretty much everything.
Are you overwhelmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah. You're raising the kids.
Every time he's left for Arizona, it's...
But yet every time I've left for Arizona, 2 days later, you have a different in the house.
No, I don't.
Just look at Charles Barkley speaking facts before the 4th wave was in full effect.
Hey, so women be milking that baby thing too.
Oh, okay.
Charles. Being pregnant, it can't be nearly as bad as playing a basketball game with a sprained ankle.
I tried to stop. You heard me try to stop him.
I'm telling you.
You heard me try to stop him.
Come on.
Why you never buy a woman a watch?
What, say it again, Carol.
Why you never buy a woman a watch?
Because there's a clock on the stove.
I'd say these were the good old days, but it's not ancient history, it's just that the shift happened so fast that it's hard to believe this was once a staple of live television. Men, we used to joke about nearly everything. Sure, there were exceptions, national tragedies, diseases, and the like, but for the most part, comedy served as a way to peel back layers and understand the world better. This included the challenges of single motherhood. Historically, a single mother was seen as a tragic figure. Villages would gaze from their windows and whisper about the difficulties faced by fatherless families on their way to church. This recognition of societal pain led to humor that highlighted the issue, encouraging families to address these big challenges. Today, however, the system no longer frames this as a female issue. Instead, governments and institutions glorify single mothers, often awarding them accolades as if their struggles are saintly achievements. Criticizing this narrative gets you silenced, making it the new norm.
Take this as another example.
I'm stingy. I'm stingy with the puss.
Excuse me?
I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
Were you married to your daughter's your baby mama though, right?
My baby mama. I've never been married, no, but I just don't.
So
I know.
Hold on. Let's talk about this though. See, I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring. But then you want the high value men to put a ring on it before he gets it?
So am I supposed to give it away?
You goddamn right you already did. Because here's the thing. See, that's what I mean. Ma'am, you're a used vehicle wanting brand new 2021 prices. You can laugh all you want to, ma'am, but you just said 6 months. You're not even exclusive. You're talking about he's marriage-minded. Where do you think he's inserting his penis? In his hand?
No, that's the thing. He could be inserting it somewhere else.
Exactly, because here's the thing. Men with options don't play these games. I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I'm telling you that if you're telling us or telling me that you have had sex with a man and had a child outside of marriage, and then you go into the dating market and telling another guy, you got to pay a higher price than this other guy did. Is the child's father in the life?
Yeah, he's in her life.
Is he a high value man?
I would say so.
No, but is he making $10,000 a month or more?
The answer is probably no. In many ways, the progressive movement confronting men today resembles a new religion. Women with C-section scars and troubling histories seek societal absolution, hoping to be treated as if they've maintained their purity after having given everything to Chad and Tyrone. They want to be seen as pristine or experience prizes for fun. Let's use Kevin's car lot analogy. Imagine you're a 25-year-old businessman whose recent success has brought in $1 million. To celebrate, you decide to buy a brand new 2023 Maserati MC200. You head to the dealership, excited to see the car you've been dreaming about. The dealer leads you to the vehicle, but something is off. The car, though advertised as a 2023 model, looks worn. The tires are scuffed, the seats have grease stains, and there's a noticeable scratch running from the headlight to the back door. Confused, you ask the dealer if there's been a mistake. He assures you this baby has character. The last owner won a street race in Miami. It's a piece of history. As you check the interior, you find an unfamiliar person sitting in the back seat. You're shocked and ask the dealer, what kind of establishment is this? Who's that guy? Oh, that's Larry, the dealer says confidently. He comes with the car. Keep him fed and clean, and he won't even notice he's there frustrated. You realize that with your money and success, there's no point in wasting time on such a deal. You leave quickly, recognizing that this scenario mirrors the sales pitch single mothers make every day.
So you're saying that you wouldn't be with a single mother that's a millionaire?
It wouldn't be my first option, no. If I wanted to have a family and children?
You said a millionaire wouldn't want to be with a single mother that's a millionaire.
If he can go ahead and get a girl that doesn't have a child, he'll prefer that, yes. Men are very different than women, because when a guy comes into a woman's relationship, or a relationship with a woman and she has a child, he's going to be expected to take care of that child to a degree. That's just how it is. You don't just get with that girl, you get with that girl and that child. And here's the other thing you got to remember. If we break up and I build a bond with that child, I now lose you and the child, and I can't have any type of parental rights to that child. It's your biological child, not mine. I'm a stepfather, so I have no rights to that child. So I lose you, the child, alimony, house, 50%. So it's an L for me. It's not worth the risk.
I'm gonna step up.
And that's why the Maserati analogy is spot on. Western women, after pushing for their own spoils, are now facing an identity crisis. They think that accumulating wealth and status will overcome men's resistance to dealing with the baggage of single motherhood. But what they fail to realize is that this shift doesn't change men's fundamental perspectives. Men, by nature, are inclined to build their own wealth and forge their own paths. The presence of a child or Larry in the back seat is seen as an additional obstacle, not an asset. When women use their newfound wealth, often through questionable means, to try and attract men, it doesn't make them more appealing. Instead, it often makes them seem even less desirable. Men are wired to provide and build. And seeing a woman with financial success but also a child signals that she doesn't need a man in the traditional sense. To a man who values traditional roles and stability, this only looks like a potential disaster waiting to happen. When single mothers realize this and claim they don't need a man, it only highlights the core issue: their attempts to bypass traditional values don't align with men's preferences.
I'm not going to ask a to pay for my babysitter. I'm expecting you to know to do that for me.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date? I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay.
Should pay for that?
Yes.
When men hear that type of rhetoric, we do get discouraged from dealing with women with kids. I don't got kids. I prefer not to date women with kids. But when I hear stuff like that, it automatically be like, this is exactly why I don't deal with women with kids, because now it comes off as an obligation.
You had this child. This is definitely on you and that other party that helped you make this child to take care of it.
And to me, that's a red flag, because it's an indication of how that relationship's gonna go. From first date, you can't afford a babysitter. Throughout the relationship, that means I'm paying for, I'm paying for everything.
She might be looking to see where your mind is at.
Maybe she
him.
That can't be the first. You will fail. That cannot be the first that you go in.
The hair, earrings, and glasses should have been red flags, but let's focus on the main issues. Clips like these expose what Western culture has done for single motherhood. Instead of using the powerful tool of shame to correct the course, women are incentivized to seek victimhood like a truffle hound in a world where weakness is rewarded and strength is seen as privilege. For many married mums, avoiding a single life is no longer a concern. Why? Because the path to avoiding responsibility has been made too easy. Women can sidestep accountability with 3 simple steps: demonize the husband, turn him into the villain of the story. Rally the mob, garner public support to reinforce the narrative. Take the money and run, collect support and move on, often with little consequence. In today's climate, this is far simpler for the modern woman than facing her role in the fallout. A pregnant woman used to be seen as a symbol of life, at least. That's how it was once perceived. Now, some women hijack this image for personal gain, avoiding any repercussions for their disloyalty.
Look, I have a kid. I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like, I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, da, da, da. But deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be, like, always with my child.
There you go.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protecting you. Stop acting like, stop leaving out the man part. Right. Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding you down, protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's right. And that shit's hard. Like, but unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know? Yeah. But I would do anything to have a man like that.
That's what we saying. That's exactly.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you for telling the fucking truth. God bless you for telling the truth. Talking about Instagram over a real nigga.
You choose Instagram over a man.
Because unfortunately, like, that's a platform where I can make a living off and nobody's helping me because I don't have that protector yet. You get me?
So you don't think a man could provide and protect you?
Yeah, but I just haven't found that guy yet. And
that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. So hold on. How come women can't just say, listen, I want a man, instead of acting like y'all don't want a man and just want to be boss bitches?
Right.
That's what we're saying.
Nobody said that.
We've just been hurt. That's not what I said.
Nobody said that.
Like y'all said.
I don't want to interrupt.
Nobody said that.
All right, she wants to, after you go, she wants to clarify her point.
I just want to clarify because I feel like it's getting turned.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Put the camera on her.
Who?
You.
Couch girl.
Like y'all said, you're right. And I've been trying to talk, but Myron don't let me. But I really respect Myron.
Because you can't finish your sentence.
Because it's hard for me to explain. But I respect the fuck out of you, and I give you your right because you're right. That is true. Mm-hmm. What you're saying is true, and I respect you, and I respect everything that you've done. This whole part, like,
just make your point, please.
The point is that I haven't found the protector because No, I don't know the point of it.
At least she's upfront about it by committing to single motherhood and donning a facade to cover up her shame. She's essentially lost the game. Western women have grown to desire everything a man has and even strive to take on masculine roles. The issue with this mindset is that they're unable to bear the weight of what men traditionally carry. Men rarely show their struggles publicly because they're accustomed to facing challenges head-on. Women, designed to receive and manage resources, are an expense we've historically accepted. What's changed? Aside from the broader societal shifts, women have been banging the drum about their independence and declaring they don't need men. By creating an environment where men are merely donors without influence, they've isolated themselves, and now there are fewer strong men left to support them.
I've hit the point where, as a mom, I can't take anymore. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. I'm touched out. I'm sick of hearing my kid cry all the time. I'm sick of when I ask people for help. It's a burden. It's a problem because I chose to be a mother. So me needing a break because I chose to be a mom, not necessarily a single mom, is a burden. He chose to leave me. I didn't choose that. But I'm still trying my fucking best. All I'm asking for is a little bit of help. And I'm made to feel like it is a problem that I need breaks too. I need time for me too. And for months I've been trying to act like I'm fine. And that this isn't killing me or completely draining the fuck out of me. I just have to pretend that it's all gonna be okay in the end because there is no village.
Being a single mom is so freaking hard.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
In life, we are all the product of our choices. We can choose the salad or indulge in Ben Jerry's double fudge chocolate supreme with sprinkles. Whatever path we take, we know the outcomes that follow. The single mom has chosen the path of most resistance, laughing off the men she's used, only to find that the village isn't there to save her. Here's why men didn't just build the village, we are the village. Without us, civilization would be nothing more than huts and clay. Acknowledging this, we've moved on. Nowadays, we take care of ourselves and often find a new model overseas, one without baggage already in the back seat. That's the choice we've made, and we're sticking to it.